The next day for cutting players is fast approaching all NFL teams, and the Denver Broncos may have some obvious options. Of course, there is still a lot of time until the August 24th cut-down day to get to 80 players, so these 5 may do enough to stick around a little longer. It is clear that this team is deep at the corner position, and there are 2 that are sitting at the bottom of the depth chart at risk. Nate Hairston is more of a slot corner, and Saivion Smith more on the boundary, both behind a long list of talented corners. Neither of them played a lot against the Minnesota Vikings, which isn't a good sign, and they have had their struggles in practice. It will be interesting to see how many reps they get against Seattle to fight for a spot with the starters actually expected to play. Moving up to the defensive line is Isaiah Mack, who had a bad game against the Vikings but managed to make it through the first set of cuts. He has a decent chance to make a case to stick around because of an inadequate offensive line for the Seahawks. On the offensive side of the ball, there is tight end Shaun Beyer, who is a decent athletic receiving tight end. The issue for him is that Denver, they have many bodies at tight end, and most of their spots at the position are already filled. The final player at risk was a free agent signing to compete for a starting job on the offensive line. That is Fleming, who, due to injuries, lost the job before he ever got a chance to really compete for it. Bobby Massey seems to have won the starting job, with Calvin Anderson settling down as the primary backup swing tackle. There is a second backup, but there has been much chatter about Quinn Bailey and even Drew Himmelman making a case. So maybe Fleming can make it, with Bailey and Himmelman pushing for a practice squad spot because Fleming is a veteran presence. If that happens, then hopefully Fleming has shown more on the field than he did against the Vikings in their next game. With there being another game left before the next set of cuts, all 5 of these players have a chance to show enough to stick around. If it isn't enough to stick around in Denver on the roster, then maybe enough for the practice squad or to even catch on with another team. For Mile High Huddle, I'm Erick Trickel.